Really happy again with the fight our guys had. It seemed like we ran out of gas a little bit down the stretch there, and obviously they're the defending champs. You know, Steph had a pretty poor shooting game and comes in and knocks down huge threes, and Andre he steps up and makes plays, and they got a lot of really good players and who made plays as we kind of fizzled out a little bit. So we could have been better, but I was overall very pleased with our guys' the way they competed.
When the Warriors ramp up their defense in that fourth quarter, what are the things you're trying to encourage that are difficult with the way they're playing?
Or just when we got everything we talk about, everything we work on, we have to even do that much better. The ball movement. It's natural when the other team's on a run or they step up their defense to try to go one-on-one. But that just makes the other team's defense better. So we got to continue to be aggressive, attack, but also look to create for others. And a few times we had some open looks we didn't knock down, and a few times we should have made extra passes that we didn't. And give them the credit.
LeBron was out. You fall down by 14 early. What were the things that you did to get back into the game and eventually take that 10-point lead?
Our defense turned up a lot. Really, we started kind of. I know they scored a lot of points, but I felt like we got engaged on the defensive end first, and then we started finding a rhythm offensively, making some shots. Really competing. Just getting lost in the competition, which we talk about all the time. But I think it started with our defensive engagement.
Outside of Steph getting hot, is there anything else that you point to that turned the tide from the point?
Andre hit some big threes. They got some momentum when Cousins had that big dunk. But and we called a timeout to talk about it. I mean, that's what with injuries we have, and we play a lot of young guys. Like, we talk about it. Like, look, they got momentum right now, and we need to shut it off. And we shut it off by being solid and getting stops, executing on offense. And we didn't do a good enough job of that. They kind of carried that momentum and just kept riding with it, and they made the big plays down the stretch, and we did not.
Speaking of that dunk, what do you make of Kuzma? Attempting to draw the charge in that situation.
Absolutely. Everyone in the NBA should get dunked on. If you're really playing to win, as good as the athletes are in this league, when you're rotating over and, he knew he was late, but he still sacrificed his body and tried to get in there and give up his body for a stop. He didn't get outside the restricted, but that's the mentality we want, and that's the attitude we want.
I'm sure guys maybe had some earlier inkling than we did that LeBron was going to be playing this game, but how do you feel like they kind of recollected and sort of maybe pregame and then early in the game when LeBron's a late scratch for you guys?
I thought it probably threw us off a little bit early, just because our pregame shoot around was one game plan, and then once we found out that he wasn't going to play, we switched some of that. So I think it's tough to play at this level when you're thinking, and I think our guys had to kind of it took us some time to adjust to what the new game plan was, and because of that we were a little late on rotations, things of that nature. But our guys, they do a heck of a job competing. They found it, they communicated it out. Rondo was great out there talking. Bi, Tyson, even though he didn't play, was up and talking the whole game. So they did a nice job of getting better as the game went along.